who join us at a very wet, slightly windy and just generally miserable conditions here at Suwon Castle Park. Today it's the semi-finals of the Asian Women's Champions League, returning here to Korea after the inaugural Women's Club World Championship back in 2018. So the way this tournament works is they have sort of mini tournaments. So the group stages were played elsewhere and the semi-finals and final will all be played here in Suwon across this week, with the semi-final matches today being a Wednesday and then the final being at the weekend. So today we've got the two semi-finalists. First up, it's Melbourne City, and they will be taking on Tokyo, who actually won the inaugural Club Women's Championship in Asia back in 2018 in Yongin. In fact, they beat Melbourne Victory, the other Melbourne women's team, by 5-0 on that day. So the evening, of course, is the big one everyone's been talking about. It's the first ever North Korean club team to visit South Korea. And that is naegohyangfc, and they will be taking on suwonwfc here in the stadium, looking to book a place in the final. So we'll see how that goes. And if you want to follow all of the Asian Women's Champions League, should I say, results and all of the fallout and the drama from what is a historic day in club football in South Korea, follow us on B38 and also check out WK League News. That's a wrap. Tokyo advance to the final. Melbourne huffed and puffed towards the end, looking for a way back into the game, but the technical ability of the Tokyo side was that little bit of a step above, and that really separated the two teams today. So Tokyo will be looking to be champions of Asia once more. Melbourne City, at least they are out of the Champions League at the semi-final stage. It's finished. Melbourne City 1 and Tokyo Belitsa 3. Tokyo advanced to the final, but actually I'm joined by Inago following Tokyo. How are you? And June, who is here to follow Melbourne City. So I'm just going to start with June. How do you feel Melbourne have not made it to the final?
Unfortunately, we lose, but I'm really proud of players because they doing hard well. So I just want to say thank you, and just everyone was so good today.
That's great. Well, commiserations. And Hinako, how do you feel then? Tokyo have made it to the final?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the game on Saturday?
Yeah.
A little shy. How do you think Tokyo can get another title?
Yes.
Can they win?
Yeah.
Definitely?
Yes.
Okay. Right, well, good luck to you
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
So that's all for the first game here in the AFC Champions League semi-finals. Tokyo advanced to the final, so just stay tuned on Below the 38th to see how things are going later on this evening. Well, we're below the stand here prior to kickoff between, of course, naegohyang and suwonwfc, and as you can see, it's extremely lively. Now, there has been a lot of discussion about the tickets going to civic groups, etc. Before this game, and of course there are lots and lots of groups coming in to the stadium. A lot of them are actually waving or holding flags for naegohyang, the North Korean team. So there's a lot of spectacle about inter-Korean relations for this particular match itself. So as to the atmosphere, I'm sure you'll see how that goes over the course of the next 2 hours. So actually, if you see here, this is one of the flags that's been given out for the North Korean side. So it seems a lot of players or people will be flying these throughout the game. thoughts from following the first half. Actually, it's been somewhat of an end-to-end game despite the scoreline. Of course, the conditions are probably what's going to be talked about most. naegohyang, they did actually have the ball in the back of the net early on, but that was ruled out for offside. Suwon FC have managed to get behind their defence multiple times in this first half, but they just haven't been able to find a finishing touch. And naegohyang, they have also managed to cut into the Suwon FC defence on a few occasions. Suwon FC fans there, and of interest, they've actually they booed off the North Korean players as they went down the tunnel just then. So 0-0 at half time. Of course, it doesn't look like conditions will be getting any better in the second half. How about that? Suwon FC players sink to their knees. The North Korean counterparts, naegohyang, they've come here and they've come from behind to win this 2-1. They played like the team with more club experience, to be fair. Some incisive technical passing allowed them to pick apart Suwon's defence in the second half, time after time. Suwon FC should have got themselves back into it when they got a penalty. And you wouldn't expect Ji So-yoon to step up and miss that, the Suwon FC captain. That's exactly what happened. And naegohyang, they advanced to the final against Tokyo on Saturday. You can see the scenes there, jubilation for the visitors. Suwon FC, what an opportunity on the home patch, and you can see the screen there down on the pitch. This is there we have it. Congratulations, 축하합니다. naegohyang FC advanced to the final. Suwon FC, of course, will return to WK League action with every chance of winning the WK title. But I have a feeling that this wet, blustery, quite frankly, terrible conditions in this mid-May is going to be what really, perhaps, defines their season. Tears on the bench.